Envoy, and we have a couple things here. We have addendum 3 and 4, and to the PPA agreement, and then the courthouse GMP. So, good morning, Jonathan. If you want to kind of walk us through some of that. Yep. Yeah. Maybe everybody's at home on YouTube today since they're not here.
Long weekend.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Excited to be here today with this presentation of both these two amendments, as Jordan had already mentioned. The first is being basically the ratification of Addendum 3, which you guys had already seen and previously approved. I think there's just some signatures that are required on that to make it official. Don't know if there's any questions in regards to any of the information included in Addendum 3.
No. I didn't have any. I read through it this weekend and again this morning, and I didn't have any.
I'll just add for clarification, the reason we have this is because of our attorney, Adam Collins, wanted to memorialize those changes we had already accepted in the meeting. So that's what this is doing, correct?
Yes.
So, okay, so let's maybe do a motion
Appreciate
for
that
that one here, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Sure, appreciate
So
that.
for just 3 or 3 and 4?
Just 3.
Just
Okay.
3.
Yep.
Make a motion, we accept Addendum 3.
I would second that.
All right, motion carries 3-0 on addendum 3. All right.
Appreciate that. Thank you. And this second piece of the conversation today is in regards to the fourth addendum to our PPA, which is the GMP report for the courthouse. Brief history on this was had some very a lot of effort went into trying to define what the scope needed to be, especially on the exteriors of this building, of this beautiful historic building. So we had our engineers go through, look at everything. We were able to define everything, get it on some documents, right? The tricky part about that is you don't really know till you're up there and you see it. But I think we've identified everything that needs to happen to the building. Our drawings indicate that. We were able to go out to companies and entities that deal with historic preservation. We had a lot of, obviously, energy about the project, a lot of excitement about it, and we were able to get qualified numbers back. We were able to scope them out, and we were able to essentially combine it into this GMP agreement that you have here, or this GMP amendment. So what we presented then was a little bit of clarification on scope for what we intend to provide in order to hit the value, the GMP value provided in this document. If I can run down some of the hard costs real quick, do I need to itemize them, or should we? I don't know how in-depth to get.
You can highlight the key points on it, and then if we have any follow-up questions, we'll ask those.
Sure.
But I think
Perfect.
that should work.
Perfect. So we were able, because we had complete design documents, we were able to get a true full number on the exterior renovation. We ended up carrying 2 alternates that were requested by some of the commissioners. One is the wooden window frame louver restoration, and the second being statue restorations. So we've included those in our number right now and in the scope. We have 5 exterior allowances. Portion of it being due to the unknowns, right? We feel we've covered everything, but we've got a little buffer there for some unknown value. Exterior winter conditions, no one can predict how tricky a winter is, and the entire scope is going to take about 12 months, so we will have to work through a winter. In the coldest portion of the winter, though, we will shut down. It just won't be beneficial and effective. The interior renovation, this may have brought up some questions. Right now, we are carrying this as an allowance. What I mean by that is we will not exceed that number, but we also have about 3 weeks left for the design to be completed. So until we have those completed documents, are able to send it out to the market and get hard numbers back from qualified subs, I can't define this number any more than what it's at right now. We will not exceed it. Our hope is that there will be a little bit that comes down from this. It will be shown to you and will be at your discretion to use as you see fit or not use at all. The fourth allowance is a small allowance for furniture, fixtures, and equipment to help some of that. And then IT equipment, AV, fiber, those sort of things. So we think we've embodied what's needed to help with the renovations on the interior side. We have one small allowance for move management, and that is for us to help with all the shifting of the bodies and the entities throughout here as we do some of the interior renovations. Then we have a culmination of development costs, and then a summary of the costs to come to a complete GMP for $9,442,080. Guaranteed maximum price not to exceed.
Okay. Gentlemen, any questions?
Can you read the number again? Sorry.
$9,442,080.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes I don't hear very
No,
well.
I might have said it incorrectly.
No, it's not you. It's definitely me.
And that also includes an owner's allowance of $115,000.
That is correct. Right now,
Yep.
that owner's allowance to be used at your discretion as you see fit is for $115,580.
And I forgot to look it up. I believe our number was projected number was higher than the 9.4 when we started out. It was closer to, it started with 10, did it not? So
It did.
We came in a little bit below.
It did.
Okay.
And keep in mind, what we did not show in here, which we had previously shown, was the digitization.
Yep, correct.
So,
Yeah.
but yes, we are below the initial budget that we were hired to hit.
Okay. Any other questions, guys?
I
I
don't
have
have
none.
any now.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'll make a motion we approve addendum 4.
I will second that.
Okay, motion carries 3-0 for addendum 4. Okay.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Next up, we have Jenny Holt from Republic. Good morning, Jenny.
Morning, everybody. Just a few updates. So we did have our routine quarterly inspection from IDEM through the Office of Land Quality on July 27th. We toured the site. We looked at the active area, the borrow area, the ditches, the sediment pond, and the upcoming seeding area, and there were no violations noted. We do have one position open currently for the scale house. And it's posted on our website. And then hopefully residents have been noticing, but we have been really working on mowing. So we've got a lot mowed, and we also had the Clinton County side recently mowed as well.
Okay.
Is that the north side of 300?
I think one of the sides, we might have to rent some equipment or work possibly with the city, because I tried to get my landfill manager to come, but he is out of the office today. But one of the sides, we're gonna need specialized equipment to get it mowed to be able to reach. So I can get back with you guys on that. Which side are you?
North side will be the north of your property
Okay.
line, fence line, evergreens that run along 300, but it would be on the south side of
Okay.
300.
Yep, I can check into that.
Yeah.
Have you had any additional complaints?
Yeah, there's some people that have complained. I think I mentioned it to you the last time we were here. and
Okay.
That whole side ditch all the way along 300 is taller than your evergreens.
Okay, yeah, we're probably gonna have to get some specialized equipment. But I think the rest has been mowed.
Okay.
Commissioner, you think?
No, I don't. No.
Only thing I have is, it's kind of ironic, we actually received a complaint this morning.
Okay.
That there was trash that flew off a truck near the Hopewell Church on 39, bags of trash in a couple of individuals' yards. So they called first thing this morning, so.
Okay.
Just,
What
pass
church?
it. Hopewell?
That's what he said,
That's
and
what-
I
didn't
thought that
think they were-
wasn't 39.
New Hope? No, that's not on 39
No.
He said 39. I know, that's what I thought.
Hopewell's on like 500 north.
Yeah, so,
Maybe a
church.
church.
Okay,
a church,
we'll make
Eagle
sure.
Harvest, Eagle Harvest would be on 39.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's another one between there.
There is.
There
There's a
is.
little
There's a
church on.
little church on the-
Union
used to be the-
Baptist.
Used to be the rifle range.
Yeah.
So it may just need someone to
Which,
glance, somewhere between here and
The
the
landfill.
Mulberry.
landfill on 39.
okay,
I'm
We'll
just
look in-
passing it on.
Okay, sounds good.
He said he called landfill this morning.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
I thought that sounded odd.
One
Yeah.
question on that last bid. Was it a Republic truck?
He did not say.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think sometimes,
Take a beating because it's not their responsibility to come
Yeah.
for trash.
Yeah.
But we can have our deputies also take a look.
Thank you.
Okay,
thanks, Sheriff.
We can also remind folks to have everything parked.
yeah,
We'll start to silence the trucks.
I think that is a good idea. Next up is Liz Stitzel with the area plan update.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think we're kind of between things on most of the items that we've been discussing. I don't have anything new or dramatic to introduce to you this morning unless you have anything from me.
Do not?
I do not.
Nope.
I have, you know me, I got a couple I've been
That's
nailed
okay.
on.
No problem.
Michigan Town Road, and regretfully, there is no address on the mailbox, but it's like in the 3600. It is about a half a mile east of Avery on the south side of the road. Junk car in the side of the driveway. Grass is as tall as 6, 7 foot. It appears to be an empty property.
Is it Britt's house?
No, it's not, and I'm. It says auditor on the side of the house.
It's very suspicious. No problem. We'll go out there and see if we can find that. If that's zoned agriculturally, then we'll get pictures and bring the grass back to you at the next
Exactly.
meeting for conversation.
Exactly.
The
And-
junk car, of course, we can just deal with as
Yeah.
a zoning matter. And then if it's abandoned, we can at least take a glance at the structures and see if anything looks like a roof's caving in or, you know.
You need to check it out.
Yep,
And
we'll,
then, at the same time, on Highway 29 going towards Kirkland, it used to be called the Sheets, I believe.
market,
Yeah,
that little building there at the junction.
yeah. Well, no. It's on, Mark Sheets lives about halfway to Kirkland, on
About
the,
400 south of 400 south.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's south of 400, it's on the right.
yeah.
Okay.
Right-hand side, there's
Another property to the east.
Yeah.
That complains about too.
there are two that are connected right there. So, one is,
So one's on the west side and one's on the east side, am I understanding that
But
correctly?
also, I know
The-
which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Brick house, white house.
Yeah.
yep, exactly.
everything in between.
That's north
Yeah.
of 400.
Is it- Yeah, it is.
It's kind of catty corner from the truck wash.
Yeah, close to that.
Drive down 421 and you'll see it.
All right,
I know
I'll
where-
ask
yeah.
Kat to drive out that way, or I'll drive out, we'll go take a look.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Anything else?
I don't have anything.
No.
No.
All right, that works.
Thank you.
Have a good morning.
I did think of one more thing, Jenny. We have, so there, 39's closed south, and the detour is to take 38 to 421 around to 47, having the trucks utilize that and not the county roads. So I've not seen a lot, but I've seen a couple, so, yeah. Okay, Rick. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Rick.
We've been still paving where our pug makes. We finished 400 south from 1100 to 421, and we moved to the South County line from 200 west to 130 west when we got that done last week. And we rented a skid steer loader with a grinder on it. We're going to fix some of our blacktop roads that have got bad spots in them. So they're doing that today, and we'll get the paver out and pave through those spots with hot mix. So one of them's 375,
Okay.
375, and probably do some on Marlboro Jefferson Blacktop and see what kind of time and money we've spent, and might do some of those spots on Central Road.
Okay, I was thinking
That's all I
about
got.
Division Road too.
Okay. Thanks, Rick. Okay, we have no old business. We'll go to new business. The first item is we have our agreement with LHD Advisors has ends at the end of this year and is up for renewal. And so this is the company we use to broker for our insurance, our health insurance. So it's the same agreement that's been in place. The only change that I noticed was the base advisory fee went from $23.75 per employee per month to the $24. So a very minimal increase. And just for reference, I have the records too for last 6 years, 18 and 19, we saw decreases in our health insurance costs. 20, 21, and 22, we were flat. And then if you recall, last year, we did a 2-year at 2%, so it was 1% for 22, 1% for 23. So they have delivered fairly well.
Yeah, we've
for
had
us.
incredible
Yeah.
success with these guys.
So I think the agreement looks good to move forward. So it's from, it'll go until 24, 25, 26, a 3-year agreement. So any comments or questions on that?
I have none.
I make a motion, we approve the advisory agreement with LHD.
Okay.
Second.
All right, motion carries 3-0 on the LHD advisory agreement. The next item under new business is a sign placement request. It is from Kilmore United Methodist Church for a fundraising, is what it's called. For 2 weeks, and the date it'll be removed on September 22nd, and it doesn't specify the exact location. It just says a couple on the courthouse. So I'm assuming 2 corners.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion carries 3-0. And we did add the date on the form for the
Yeah,
removal,
okay.
so they have that. All right. Move on to department heads. That's the only one. Nope, okay, none. We'll move on to commissioner reports. We have any?
I have none.
I have a couple. So this one really probably goes under department heads. Renee had reached out. She was unable to be here. Some of you are probably aware, in the last couple of weeks, we had an employee of Central Dispatch in a terrible wreck and is currently in ICU, and she just wanted to keep the prayers. She's fighting for her life, so for us to keep praying for her and her recovery. So she did email me that. The only other thing I want to mention, kind of touched on it a little bit last meeting, is that for our handbook, if you have requests for changes, try and get those in. We'll compile all those, consider them, and then make one large change before the beginning of next year of those amendments. So rather than doing multiple ones, so just kind of reiterating that to our department heads to get those submitted. So other than that, I don't have anything else. So we will move on to claims. We have claims dated August 25th in the amount of $33,459.46. Claims dated September 1st in the amount of $28,844.06. Biweekly claims dated September 5th in the amount of $238,232.61. And court claims dated September 5th in the amount of $11,924.39.
Motion to approve claims.
Second.
Motion carries 3-0 for the claims. Next, we have payroll. We have payroll dated August 11th in the amount of $497,961.57. Payroll dated August 25th in the amount of $516,186.56. And we have a Board of Health payroll for 8/25 in the amount of $915.18.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion carries 3-0 for payroll. Last, we have our minutes from our August 22nd meeting. Do I have a motion for those?
Motion to approve.
Was I at that one?
Yes.
Second.
Yep. Motion carries 3-0 on the August 22nd
Sure.
minutes.
Which one I missed?
Our next meeting will be September 18th. Is there any other business that needs to come before the commissioners? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
moved.
moved.
All right, thank you. Pretty 20 minutes.
You two will get an email today about Thursdays.